In 2024, Utah recorded over 8,000 premature deaths linked to air pollution. That's almost equal to the population of Park City, Utah. Not from violence, not from disease, but from the air we breathe. This is not just a public health statistic. This is a silent emergency. The air pollution, wildfire smoke, drought, and heat waves due to climate change aren't just out there. They're in here, in our lungs, in our bodies, and in our nervous systems. They shape how we feel, sleep, and connect. High temperatures, bad weather, and poor air quality keep us indoors, away from the people and places that make us happy. Our environment is changing in ways that feel beyond our control. And as a result, we may feel tired, detached, helpless, and anxious. These signals are our bodies communicating with us, telling us that something else is off. As a trauma psychotherapist, I work with many people who meet criteria for clinical anxiety and depression, real conditions that affect our mood, sleep, and overall functioning. But sometimes, what may look like a mental health disorder is actually a natural response to our environmental loss, what we now call climate grief, misunderstood as a personal issue when it's really a valid response to a world in crisis. Yeah. We are seeing individuals and families uproot their lives, leaving their homes and communities due to climate risk, carrying feelings of helplessness, sadness, and guilt. They experience panic attacks during wildfire season, sleepless nights worrying about wildfire maps, and dread raising children in these drought ridden conditions. These are real natural responses to our rapidly changing planet. There is nothing broken about us. Our bodies are trying their best under the conditions that they were never designed to handle. In fact, studies show that nearly half of the children exposed to wildfire develop symptoms of post traumatic stress disorder. One teenage client of mine who lost his home to the wildfire told me, I can't sleep during wildfire season. I panic every time I see fire of any kind. This distress is real and rational. It offers us a window into how our bodies react to climate trauma. Clinically, when we're exposed to climate change, our nervous systems shift into survival mode. Mental health is both physiological and neurological. Our thoughts and our moods are deeply linked to the health of our brain, body, and the environment. Our vagus nerve becomes irritated, inflammation rises, sleep suffers, and cortisol, our body stress hormone, spikes. This becomes a racing heart while being stuck in traffic on a smoky day, or feeling wired and exhausted at night even after spending all day indoors. And because we're tired and sad, we think the problem is us. But our bodies are communicating the truth, letting us know that something is not right. Grief is a sign we care. It is not a flaw. It is a compass pointing to what we love and fear losing. For many of us, that grief is deeply personal. We grieve the homes and the lands that we lost to the fire, the picnic that got canceled due to smoke, and the morning jog that got postponed because of an air quality alert, and the lakes that might not be there for the next generations. But that grief isn't ours alone. It echoes in the people around us with our nervous system sensing their sorrows too. And together, that weight grows heavier and heavier. We felt this before. Remember 2020, when the world folded in on itself overnight? The shutdowns, the silence, the aching loneliness. Many of us turn inwards into our phones to distract us, food to self soothe, substance to cope. Not because we were weak, but because we were overwhelmed. We were grieving the lives that we once lived, the one that got shut down without warning during a global pandemic. Climate change is doing something very similar, slowly, quietly, in small but powerful ways. We are grieving things that are technically still alive: a vanishing forest, a dying coral reef, a shrinking river. And that makes it so much harder to mourn, harder to move forward. So that grief lingers in our breath, in our tense muscles, and in our sense of future. But here's the hard truth: climate change may get worse before it gets better. While there are many brilliant minds and passionate people working to heal the planet, healing will take time. But still, there is hope. We can heal. Even if we can fix the planet overnight, we can start by healing ourselves and each other. We can we can support our nervous systems. If we call our exhaustion a failure, we shut down. But if we call it grief, we will unlock compassion. We will start listening to what our bodies are saying, and we will start healing our grief by honestly naming that we are feeling it. In working with my patients who experience climate related distress, I have found helpful practices that support our grieving bodies, nervous systems, and the community. First, name it. I am feeling this way because I am grieving. Just this sentence can reduce internal chaos. The brain calms, the nervous system settle. This can also help externalizing any loss. Processing through talking out loud or writing can help reduce the weight of grief. Say what you love, say goodbye. Naming our grief can help us know why we are having an emotional experience that we may not understand. Second, ground in the present. Our nervous systems need to feel safe in the present moment. An easy way to access this is by becoming aware of our present surrounding. You can start by naming 5 things you can see, 4 you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. Or engage in mindful movements. Even 10 minutes of gentle movement, like taking a quiet walk or slow stretches, can help ease the weight of stress. When we make this a simple routine, these small moments can help our bodies process our feelings, giving us a sense of relief and regulating our nervous systems. Third, support your symptoms. Maintaining a consistent sleep routine with something as simple as winding down without screens an hour before bedtime has been shown to regulate our mood and stress hormones. Research shows that better sleep hygiene lowers cortisols, reduces symptoms of anxiety and depression, and builds resilience. Additionally, sleeping with an air purifier in our bedroom cleans the air we breathe indoors, can help us sleep more deeply and wake up more refreshed. These small environmental adjustments give our bodies a chance to rest and repair even when the world around us feels unstable. These approaches can help honor and support the emotions we are carrying. When we acknowledge the truth that our symptoms may be related to the risk and the impacts of a changing planet, we shift from feeling broken to feeling empowered. And that starts by telling the truth. I am heartbroken for what we are losing, but I care enough to protect what's left. We may not reverse everything that we've lost, but we can protect what remains. And that starts by nurturing ourselves. As we work through our grief, we can reconnect with each other, to our land, to a livable, breathable, beautiful future we can still claim. So let's heal together with one compassionate breath at a time.